Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian. Thank you very much for joining me. Now this is going to be very different from regular reviews that you've probably seen online. I'm going to try and give my opinion and critiques as your average budget sim racer. I've played many titles over the years, from arcade games to simcade and then full-blown sims, and I feel that I could possibly come in from a different angle. Now, I was already in two minds about actually doing this review because I love the game. I really do, and I tried to give everything to not make this video. I wrote out the script and I decided, you know what, instead of going straight into recording, I'm going to do some more testing. And I just couldn't get the game to feel good. And I went back to some of the older games, the standard Assetto Corsa and then ACC, and you know what, the experience was just so much better. So Assetto Corsa EVO has been a much anticipated title for most sim racers. I myself have thousands of hours in the original Assetto Corsa and plenty of time in ACC, even though I kind of missed the bandwagon on that title. But I have the original Assetto Corsa to thank for my deep love for sim racing. Now, Kunos really gave us an amazing base experience, albeit without proper online services, but the ability for the community to assist and create amazing experiences that you couldn't get in any other title is truly something that will be looked back on as one of the best titles in the genre. So when Assetto Corsa EVO was announced for release in December 2024, the entire community, including myself, was absolutely elated with the potential for a follow-up to this amazing title. When it was announced to be in early access for January 2025, which already was a delay, I, as many of you, thought, yes, this is going to be great. They'll give us an awesome starting experience with so many cars and a taste of the physics, many tracks and online racings, and oh, no. When we actually got an opportunity to try out the game couldn't be downloaded for hours after the technical release. I was incredibly excited because I was going to be a part of this awesome initial experience. I unfortunately had a late night meeting that I had to attend, but I left my card with my lovely wife, who humored me in buying me access to the game as soon as it was available. She was going to download it for me in advance. After my meeting, I rushed home, only to find out that after multiple hours, we had only been able to download the game with the installation only happening closer to midnight. I had the ability to try out one car and one track before I eventually had to call it, and it turned out that my PC was barely able to run it. And this wasn't just my experience, this happened to a lot of people, and this already left a sour taste in most people's mouths. But my excitement was enough to ignore those issues. However, games struggle to launch when the game is fully complete. But here's a really well-known company with a great reputation completely dropping the ball on a game that has virtually nothing to it. It reminds me of those game demos that you used to get on a CD back in the day, except those actually worked. Most of you know that I made YouTube videos before on the Porsche Club League races on Gran Turismo 7, as well as Assetto Corsa Hot Laps, but it wasn't much of a channel. With the release of this game, I thought that it would be an amazing time to do a proper relaunch of my channel and really hit the ground running. I was sitting, waiting for content drops, writing scripts for various cars and the tracks that we were going to receive, but when the game came out, it was almost impossible at the best times to make content. Even the bigger guys in the industry were struggling, and they had seriously beefy machines. But performance aside, once you got the actual experience, and it got to see the game for what it really was, there really isn't much there other than a hot lapping sim with AI that is actively trying to kill you, or themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, I played the hell out of it, and I was really enjoying what there was, but something seems to have gone wrong. The next issue I seem to be having is with the force feedback. Now, I'm not running the best setup. I have a very modest Moza R5 Bundle. I use base settings provided by AC Evo in that PDF document they sent to everyone. I also found settings online, and I tried doing some stuff myself. But please note that I really do not enjoy tinkering too much. and I just can't get the game to feel good anymore, which is strange because when the game first came out, it felt amazing. It almost feels like the car and the wheel just aren't connected anymore. But this is mainly after the last 2 updates. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. When the game first came out, it felt fine. Maybe it's also a Moza thing because they've been doing some updates, maybe not. But I have tried some updated settings, and again, the game just doesn't feel great. If you guys know what I can do to possibly make it better, please leave it in the comment section down below. I'd love to see your thoughts. Now, I know that most of you are going to say, but it's just in early access. You know, they're still working on the game. And yes, this is true. This is exactly the argument I was using to try and get my friends to get the game. But I really thought that there'd be more to the game right by now. Kuno states that the game will have its full launch later this year, but I think based on the last update and what we've seen so far, that this seems very optimistic. All the content might be there, possibly, but the game won't be as they imagined. We can only look at what else is happening in the market right now with titles such as Le Mans Ultimate, which, mind you, also came out as an early access title, and it still is, with a much steeper asking price, with additional DLC that is also paid as an early access game, yet people have mostly good things to say about it, whereas with Assetto Corsa EVO, they have mixed things to say about it. What I think the main contributing factor is that Le Mans Ultimate actually gave sim racers what they wanted from the start, then continued to update and develop on top of that great foundation. Online multiplayer was pretty much there from day one. They gave players a fun and engaging gameplay loop that most people were after. And what was the result of this? Players, albeit with a lot of money, are flocking from Kuno's previous title, ACC, and moving to Le Mans Ultimate. And now, AC EVO may have to share the limelight with other titles releasing this year, such as the much anticipated Project Motor Racing. While I'm still looking forward to the new content updates for AC EVO, and will probably play it as it's released, for now I just don't feel that there is enough there to even motivate me to, and even other content creators, to give it more than just a few hours per content update. At this point, I've done multiple races with all of the cars on all of the tracks and recorded some content, but that's it. As soon as that recording is done and those boxes ticked, it feels like we are then immediately just starting to wait for the next update. Now, I don't want this video to really go on for much longer than it needs to, because I feel that the game can be great, and Kunos will improve it, but for now, I just don't think they've done enough. But again, those are just my thoughts. Let me know if any of you share the same thoughts. If so, please share and like the video. I would really appreciate it. If you disagree and think I have completely lost the plot, then I would absolutely invite you into the comment section so we can actually have a great discussion about it. But with that, I hope you all enjoyed the video nonetheless. I hope to see you all in future videos. Cheers!